Welcome back, boys. Ricecup here for one final video before sailing. I figure I should save a snapshot of my Ironman's bank and overall progress before the new skill drops, since sailing will introduce a ton of new items into the bank and even my total levels will change. I just want to mention that I did make a video covering everything we know about sailing, from the prep to the training, and even what rewards you can get from it. Link at the top or in the description if you need that video. Anyways, I'm gonna cover the bank and some other things like collection log too. You can check the timestamp for specific milestones on the account as well. Let's get rolling. A lot has happened recently, from like the new bosses to a bunch of pretty sick collection log related stuff as well. We have the main tab. Things have changed in terms of the structure. I rearranged it a bit since we added some new stuff like the furniture treads, which got rid of a lot of my boots, right? Since this is the new best in slot boot offensively for all three styles. So that's something that definitely stands out. We'll definitely point out the stuff that is more new. We also have the Confliction Gauntlets, which is very new from Doom as well. This is the new best in slot mage gloves. But yeah, we have a nice BIS gear armor setup, you know, in a nice row. So we have BIS magic, BIS range, as well, BIS melees, and then we have like the side BISs, or also BISs as well for the other armor like Inquisitor. The Oath play is recent from Yama, of course. We also, of course, did the Radiant Challenge to go with it. We have been maintaining this outcome as always, and we use these a lot. These Ring of the Gods, the Val boots. Actually, I do a lot of AFK Slayer currently for some totem grinding or Slayer grinding at the catacombs. For some of the jar grinding that I'm starting to do on the side. Really useful items here for the prayer conservation. The Voidwaker actually got the Deadman recolor. I did do the Deadman seasonal last year. I guess I'll probably do the other one too because there's some new stuff. And these are the weapons that I do use pretty frequently. So we have the spec weapons. We have stuff like the Fang. Elder Maul got buffed right a bit ago, so it's now replaced my Warhammer. Basically, that's no longer there in my miscellaneous tab. Also, Volatile Neversurf got a cosmetic kit as well with the Deadman kit. Oh, actually, I didn't kit up the Venerer bow. I probably should, because now they kind of fixed how the kit looks to make it look better. Demon Bane stuff, right? From Torn to Demons. Curse Scepter, really good magic spec weapon. Zara's Godsword, Ancient Godsword, we use that a ton. Some of the spec weapons for range as well. Wet Weaver. I actually don't use that much anymore. That was mainly for Nightmare, just to tag the Sleepwalkers, but the new Eye of Ayak basically replaces that and also counts as my pillar weapon for that boss. Even though Ralos too, I haven't really used that at all. I actually used the Blade of Souter a little bit, Rapier a little bit for some Slayer monsters. We have Crystal and we have Virtus. I use them occasionally for some Slayer related stuff. These are the ammos that I use pretty frequently. So Dragon Darts, the Dragon Bolt versions, Diamond, and the Rubies. Regular Rubies as well if I'm just spamming with the Zarya Crossbow spec only. Dragon Arrows, Amethyst Arrows for my T-Bow mainly, and also Venerer Bow. I use the Venerer Bow a lot. So these arrows. Cannon as well for mainly Slayer. Alright, let's go to the second tab. So the second tab is basically stuff that I would use either in the wilderness or I would use fairly rarely, or just like food. Food that I use. So I quickly just like click on this. Sometimes I use these for wilderness, like Rune Crossbow, Black D'hide, Shield, like a Slayer Helm that's not imbued, just because sometimes, like, let's say I do some melee related stuff in the wilderness for Slayer. Well, I can bring this, and I don't have to bring the imbued version. So food, though, I do use a lot. As you can see, I do have a lot of anglerfish, a lot of high-level food. I guess with sailing coming out, I think this tab is going to change quite a bit. And let's move on to the third tab. So the third tab is basically just like a trophy tab. Just miscellaneous gear that I've kept, right? Just to kind of showcase our journey thus far. We do have a lot of God Wars dupes because I've been pet hunting, right? Like Armadillo, for example. I have so much of that because we're like 4,500 kills. I actually did dump one of these to the Death's Coffer, but next dupes, a lot of Raids dupes, right? Recently, we got a bunch of freaking Doom gloves and the Ayak staff. Just got like 7 of these before I freaking got the boot. So besides Doom, let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, the Perilous Moon stuff. Yeah, that's kind of recent addition, last 2 years. But yeah, the Warhammer got relegated here since we don't use it anymore. Same with these boots from Serb, got relegated here, don't use them anymore. We also got the Colossal Blade recently, Giant's Foundry. More recent additions, I did decide to do some collection logging, so I got a bunch of random other items as well. This is from the Giants, right, the Royal Titans. We got these Tumultleys, the Sulfur Blades, the Tap Pactoles or whatever. Those are from the Nagua enemies. So I have all 3 sets for all 3 styles. We also got like Granite Helm for the collection log, right, from the those Terror Dogs or whatever. Arcane Blades from that quest that you do to unlock Doom. It's a pretty good spec weapon, like mid-level, like a Dragon Dagger kind of. Bigger single hit down here actually is new. Oak Plate Shards used to make the Oak Plate Armors. And we have a bunch of these freaking contracts from Yama. We don't really need any of these, but I do feel bad about dropping it. Right now I got bank space, so I'm going to keep these. But hopefully there's a way to like store them in one spot. That'd be sick. But some of the really cool contract ones, like this one for example, let me show you. Put it up here just because this one is like giga rare. And you can get an old plate piece guarantee, but the challenge is insanely difficult. What else is here? We did do a lot of demonic gorillas, so I can reclog something like this light ballista. I haven't showed it in the prize video, but I actually completed this recently. I actually had a bunch of the ballista pieces in the past, but then I out them all, so I couldn't reclog it, so I had to like go back. Also Dark Acorn, that's also from clogging. I decided to complete the Sepulchre because I had all the extra marks to buy this, but yeah, no squirrel pet, so I can't use that on it. Maybe one day. What else is there? We got some Huey hides. That's pretty recent to make the Huey D hide. Also good for clue scrolls, right? So the Antler Guard is a tribrid offensive shield, so pretty sick. We got some dragon limbs actually you haven't seen in a video yet. There's some metal dragons and I got one of these, so that's cool. New clog item. Also we have these tooth half keys. I got a bunch from the Doom boss. It drops it a lot, but you can get like the moon helmet from it. If you combine the key, like the skilling other piece, and open the chest, really rare. So I don't have any of the other key pieces. Well, we'll work on those eventually. It'll be a cool little passive thing to try and get. These demon tiers, they're used to upgrade and make the items from the Doom boss, like to make the completed Furnic Shreds, to charge the IX staff. So you can get them from the boss or from the woodcutting in that area. Now we're on tab 3. So tab 3 is basically clue related stuff, whether it's follow steps or whether it's one of those like you gotta do a certain skill action kind of task, like a Sherlock task. It's all here basically. So most of these are master clues. Some of these are elite clue stuff down here. Some of these are elite. Down here, the lowest are beginner clues. I still haven't finished the beginner clues. I still need like one more item or something, so all these down here are the beginner clues. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory. What's new, I guess? The Huntsman Kit. This item stores basically all hunter tools. So if I go catch Chinchampas, yeah, I just bring this out with me. Take out the chin boxes. Let me show you. As you can see, you can store so much stuff in there. Look at that, 100 box traps. These Dorkish Khan spheres, Goblin spheres that you can make in Dorkish Khan. Really nice for doing clues. Because getting to those areas, you could literally save like half a minute each time with these teleports, so it's really nice. I guess I did add the trim kit to the Tazar Ket Om. Now we go to tab 4. So tab 4 is, I guess, my tool section, teleports and like overall skilling stuff. So this one definitely changed quite a bunch. I have the Eternal Glory now, so that's pretty sick for doing clue scrolls and whatnot. Also some new tellies, the Pendant of ATs, that's from killing the Ice Naguas, the Ice Nagua boss. Teleports you around Volamor, really useful, been using it a lot. The Giant Soul Amulet just to teleport the Royal Titans, pretty useful. But yeah, the Quit Souls for Hunter Guild telly, also good for farm runs, there's a patch nearby. This Fletching Knife, that's new, that's from the Fletching minigame. This is a wieldable knife, and also when you wield it, it will improve your fletching actions. Like, let's say you're stringing your bows is actually faster. I want to say Waystone Telly, that just teleports me to Doom. And now we move on to the farming and herblore related tab. Most of my seeds are definitely not here, right? It's in the seed storage. All the crucial seeds that I have to farm for PVM, like every few months, is here. So we have like Snapegrass Seed, Torstals, Lintworts, Ranars, and Snapdragons just to make super combats, you know, restores, prayer potions, things like that. And yeah, we have a lot of herbs still from honestly mostly PVM. The seeds that I have here are the ones I really have to farm. Usually the other herbs, I don't even have to farm it, right? Like these Quarms, these Toeflags, I haven't farmed these. But I want to say this is like from some Kelpite Queen, going for the jar, Torstals too. I go through potions a lot, so I like to try to have at least 1,000 of each. So I try to upkeep that, as you can see, right? I have like 1,000 of each. We try to keep it really systematic, really nice. So all the potions that I use frequently, I put it here. There's this icon here. Look, this is called the, I think, potion storage. You get it from the Herblore minigame, Mixology. So I have a lot of other potions, but these potions like Bastion Pots, Super Defense, Blighted potions, I rarely use them. So I just put them all here. It's pretty nice. I save like a good amount of bank space. Yeah, there's some good stuff to talk about. We got the Chugging Barrels. It's like a rune pouch almost, except yeah, it can store a bunch of different potions and presets. Really useful for like just drinking a bunch of potions at once. Also, prescription goggles is from Mixology. You will be able to save your secondaries, I believe. A chance to when you make potions, really nice. The Alchemist Amulet is super good as well. It gives you an extra dose sometimes when you make potions, just like a stronger version of the other amulet, and use the other amulet to charge this thing. Also, the reagent pouch is really good too. Holds like 27 secondaries. You can make more potions at the same time, like 27, 26 at a time or whatever. Most of these are from bossing. What is this? Aldarium. These are to make prayer renewals. I haven't actually made any. I got this from grinding for the Antler Guard. If you're wondering what these are, the demonic talos to make the spec potions. You get these from Yama. Let's move on to the resource tab. I don't think I'm really going to go over all the resources all that much, because I think a better way to do this is just to show you the banked XP using the plugin. But some of the new stuff that has been incorporated into this tab recently is some copper ore. That's for some sailing prep, because you can make some new metals with copper ore and nickel for your shipbuilding and things like that. What's new? We have some bale flax that just holds like what, 100 flax. And this bowstring spool is insane. You also get it from the Fletcher minigame, but basically it holds like a ton, like up to 100k bowstrings. And yeah, I have like 82,000. It's pretty sick. Pretty good for mid levels though, right? Like that'd be a nice way to train fletching. Shark lures recent, they basically help you fish sharks faster. These nails here, I'm just prepping some of these. I made like 1,000 of each tier basically for sailing. I suspect, yeah, it should be good enough. Easy to make, so. Anyways, let's go to this thing called the Banked XP here on the side. So this is a plugin that you can download on RuneLite. So it just shows you kind of like how much XP I have with these resources. So let's look at cooking. I have enough to literally get 50 mil more XP. I think a bulk of it is definitely the raw monkfish. The sharks, oh my god, I have 40k sharks. Damn, the sea turtles too are pretty crazy. Wow. I do have about 28 million banked crafting experience. Yeah, we have a lot of battle staffs, so a lot of hides from bossing. Crazy amount of XP in the gems, the hides, and whatnot. So, oh yeah, let's do construction. I forgot about that. But yeah, we have 50,000 mahogany logs, 70,000 teak logs. Wait, what the hell? 133k teak planks, 86k mahogany planks. What the heck? I honestly couldn't tell you where exactly I got these, but surely it's from PVMing. 28 million construction experience. Fire making, wow, look at that. I could 200 mil just burning logs. Holy shit, that's crazy, man. We have 240 mil banked fire making XP because I have over 100k freaking use. 1.2 million freaking maple logs just from Kingdom. I got my woodcutting pet at like 150 mil, and honestly, I didn't even bank like most of the logs. I just dropped them. But yeah, I still ended up having so many logs. Whoa, fletching theoretically is a bit inflated because yeah, you do have 92 million XP in arrow shafts. Like there's no way that you would actually turn these into arrow shafts. Anyways, let's go to Herblore. 21 mil herb XP technically banked. For prayer, we do have banked XP 6 mil. Yeah, I think this is probably more accurate because you definitely would use this at like the wilderness altar, right? So it's definitely in the tens of mils XP, right? Because we have 24k dragon bones, 6k superior dragon bones. All right, we got smithing. Smithing is crazy. Apparently, my banked XP can go to 270 mil, but that's if I have 2.5 mil coal, which is absolutely not realistic because I think my coal is 800k, so we're like giga behind. So this tab is basically the currency slash cool stackable tab or money tab, right? So we got our money, we got our alkables here, so we got a lot of rune stuff, right? A lot of things that I could instantly sell to the store for a bunch of money. So some dragon items, right? Some rune items, battle staves, mystic staves, a lot of these bolts. I think some of the coolest things in this collection is definitely the onyx bolts. We have 35k onyx bolts, 5k unenchanted onyx bolts, 20k onyx bolt tips, right? That's, look at this. This is already like 300 mil just off of this alone, right? So pretty cool. I did alch a bunch of rune items recently, like the plate bodies. So I just put it here for clues. But yeah, I had like 1,000 or something, but now they're gone because I needed money for some scar rune crafting. But the tab still looks pretty crazy though in terms of the alkables, right? I haven't really touched like rune kites, for example. But like the dragon ones, I'm gonna try my best just not to mess with these, not to out these. I miss the days when these items were pretty scarce as drops. We are collecting some stuff here and there. One of these days we will make a video on like, you know, stuff like these bird eggs, stuff like these brimstone keys, stuff like this mystery box. You know, we're gonna keep it mystery. So we have the second to last tab. This is what I call the active skilling tab. So the things I do quite a lot, and I just don't want it to be in like a cluttered tab, so it's easier to grab stuff. Well, so we have the rune crafting outfit because I used to do a lot of rune crafting, not so much right now. I still do a lot of fishing, so the spare angler is the go-to. And we do have some mining gloves for the mining, the ammo mode. What is that? The double ammo mode. So this will be really good for sailing because we're going to need to make cannonballs for sailing, most likely. We also have a bunch of fishing bait. So diabolic worms is to fish anglerfish faster. You get these from Yama. I'm going to wait till I finish Yama and then use up whatever worms I get from that. Yeah, we have the cannonballs, of course. All these are rune crafting stuff. Extra blood runes. This is to make the aether runes, right? Cosmics and souls together. We also got this smithing outfit recently, just for green logging the Giant's Foundry. It might be useful for sailing, maybe a little bit, just to make some new nails. Crystal pickaxe. I converted my tool seed into the pickaxe recently. For some clogging stuff, I'll explain in the future with like moon keys at the cast fights. I don't even know. This is basically like the clue rewards tab that I can't store in my house. Unfortunately, you can't store these pages or like these kits in the house. A lot of purple sweets for random clues. Oh my god, look at this. 100 master caskets. We're working on another stacker project. I want to say I want to go to 150 before we open. It's going to take a while though, so we'll see. But yeah, this is our next project. Also, this is, I guess, my sailing fit. Wear this for sailing next week. The thing you guys want to see the most, show grand exchange price. There we go. Oh wow, actually the bank has remained the same. I think a lot of the price of the shadow back then 2 years ago inflated the value, right? Because I think the shadow was like 1 point something bill, and I have like 4 of these, right? So I probably, yeah, lost like 2 bill in value just off the shadow prices going down. Some things I want to show you guys in the house is, let's start with the pets, right? We got a lot of pets. Recently, I got the Araxor pet and the Dom pet, the Doom pets. I guess the woodcutting pet, right, is kind of recent, probably within the last 2 years, which I mentioned took freaking 150 mil woodcutting. Let me go into the pet section, all pets. Yeah, we have 40 pets now, pretty sick. Pretty sick. I guess the Quetzal pet too is kind of recent as well. I'll never get over the fact that I got so lucky on these bloodhounds. Like, I don't even know why. One I'm really chasing right now is the Yama pet. All right, that's done. Let's go now to the jars. So ever since I got this smoke devil jar, right, recently, I have decided I do want to get all the jars. So the 3 jars I don't have is, yeah, they're rough. Grotesque Gardens, 1 in 5k. Jar of Darkness from Scotizo, like 1 in 200, but you need 1 totem per try. It's rough. So I'm stacking up totems for that. So that'll be like a future video or something. But yeah, Kelphite Queen, I'm actually over the rate. I'm like 2.5k. So yeah, it'd be cool if we ever complete this. All right, we're on the master section here. Did we get anything new recently on that? This is the most recent big thing that happened. We did open 100 masters like 2 years ago. Okay, maybe not 2 years ago, like less. So that is like our first ever third age. Freaking sick. So I try to wear that as much as I can. But I think the Anku, one of the Anku pieces or one of the mummy pieces is recent. I believe it was the mummy. So these are really rare. And we got 1 of each, so that's pretty sick. But the masters, overall, we do have most of these items, as you can see. Most of it is completed. Okay, now we go to elites, guys. Elites, we did open 200 recently, so it has really been stacked up a bit more. We got some new gilded D-high pieces, as you can see. Looks pretty sick. We completed the ranger set recently. I also got a gilded pickaxe. I also got some more tuxedo pieces, so I'm 3 out of 5 on one of them. I think Yuri's hat is new as well. These are really rare, the tuxedo pieces. Oh yeah, also royal outfit we completed. The musketeer outfit we completed recently as well. I actually completed all the elite clue dragon mask as well. And what else did we completed? I think that's about it. And hard clues, we did do some hard clues as well. We did like pretty much open every single casket to a degree. Rune 2H actually is recent. I got that from either the heart or elite. The heraldic stuff, all of them, shields and helmets. I think we finished almost every rune god armor minus armadillo. Crazy. Oh wow, just the helmet. We got some additional D-hides, right? Got this D-hide shield and a Zami dupe. And wow, we never completed the Bandos D-hide set. Medium, we did get all the boots finally. Climbing boots, the rangers, the spike manacles, wizard boots. All the borders are done finally. We have most of the mediums done except the adamant trim. Wow. The elegance. Wow, I'm really close to finishing elegant though. Just need the top. And then easies here. We got, yeah, we have a lot. There's a lot on the easies that we can work on. So that should be some free clogs, I guess. And then beginners, recently we did almost complete everything, but I am missing the amulet of defense. I do have the mole slippers. I figure I should show you guys the high scores just because you guys would find it interesting. I know a lot of people ask about this stuff. So for Ironmans, we are ranked 234 in XP in total level. Pretty cool. Most of our highest XP skills are definitely combat, right? We have strength, hit points, range at 200 mil. Attack and defense, look at that, 73, 96. Magic, 124 mil. We also have 165 mil woodcutting for the highest non-combat. And stuff like Herblore is ridiculously high. Look at that, 38 million. It's not that I just trained it for no reason. It's because I need these potions. I've used pretty much every single potion I've ever made for bossing. So yeah, this is why Herblore. It's always going to keep going up just because I'm always PVMing. Same like with fishing, 27 mil. It's going to go up. Honestly, no idea why fire making is 34 mil. We do a lot of Slayer. A lot of our goals revolve around Slayer. Farming got really high because of the farming pet, as I mentioned. Runecrafting got really high just because of Nightmare back in the day. Before there was weapons that I could use that didn't use blood runes. I used so much blood runes. Sang staff, like side staff, sewing regular Nightmare. Some of our best high scores for bossing is definitely Commander Saliana. For example, rank 29. Yeah, we got the Sarah Hilt for the clog. And I didn't even have to. If I saw in the future that they were going to let you reclog old stuff if you had it, yeah, I wouldn't have to do that. But it's cool. We got 29 for that. Challenge mode, Xerix, 237. Pretty sick. Dagonauts. Wow, our rank for Dagonauts are pretty good. Like, all under 100 for irons. And I'm still not done. I mean, I'm done with these two. But Rex, we are not done. I need to get that pet, so it'll go down even more. Let's see what else. Cortez Guardians 73. No way. It's gonna go down because of the jar grind. Ooh, Kelphi Queen's going down too. Jar grind 200. Damn, Armadillo, we are top 35. Still gonna keep going down because I need the pet, or I like to get the pet. Zammy sub 100, pretty sick. Pretty sick. Nightmare, we are ranked 42, and that's crazy because most of these kills are actually solos. There's no distinction between solos and 5-man, so let's see what else is cool. Ah, right, Corrupted Gauntlet, top 127, because it took me this long to get the freaking pet, so let's see what else. Ah, Smoke Devil, oh my god, 8,000 kills. It took me this long to get this jar, man, no joke. And what else do we have here? We have Zuck at 269. Okay, I mean, I haven't done Zuck in so long. I still need the pet, so this will probably go down. But yeah, I'm ready for sailing. Hope you guys are too. The bank will change a lot the next time I show you guys this. And if you need a place to hang out when you are checking out sailing and just, you know, ask questions stuff, you can join my friend chat, Mr. Ironbar, or you can join the clan chat, Ricefield, as well. People there are very chill and down to help, and also you can make some friends too. But yeah, that'll be all. I'll see you guys in the seas next week. Take care.